Top 5 reasons being a plumber tech sucks in 2025. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Plumbing in 2025, it's not what people think it is. Everyone sees the money, the security, you'll always have work speeches, but nobody talks about other stuff. The stuff that makes you question your life choice at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. I'm about to tell you 5 reasons being a plumber tech absolutely sucks in 2025. And trust me, I know trades. Started my journey in the sheet metal union, put in 14 years there. Worked my way from a green apprentice who didn't know a duct from a hole in the ground, all the way up to foreman. Then I jumped into HVAC contracting. Been running my own shop for 15 years now. That's 29 years in the trades, people. 29 years. So when I tell you something that sucks, I've probably been elbow deep in it. Literally. Let's dive in. Okay, let's just get this one out of the way. You work with poop. I know. Every plumber joke ever made revolves around this. But there's a reason for that. Because it's true. And in 2025, people are somehow clogging their toilets with more stuff than ever before. Flushable wipes, not flushable. Random objects. You'd be amazed what people flush. I've heard stories from my plumber buddies that would make you never want to use a public restroom again. One guy pulled out an entire, you know what? Never mind. This is a family channel. But here's the thing. This isn't just about being grossed out. It's about health risks. You're exposed to bacteria, pathogens, diseases that most people don't even know exist. E. coli, hepatitis, Giardia. You need vaccinations. You need constant awareness. You need to shower immediately when you get home because your kids will not appreciate dad bringing home E. coli from the Henderson's backed up septic tank. Your HVAC guy might get dirty, might get dusty. Your plumber might get infected. Big difference. Here's what nobody tells you about plumbing. Pipes don't break on your schedule. They break on their schedule. Christmas morning, burst pipe. Your kid's birthday party, water heater explosion. Your anniversary dinner, sewage backup. And guess what? You're the one getting the call. Because when someone's basement is flooding at 11 p.m. on Sunday, they're not waiting until Monday morning. They're calling now. And if you don't answer, they're calling your competitor. I've been in HVAC for 15 years now. Started out grinding in sheet metal for 14 years before that. And let me tell you, the emergency factor in plumbing is next level. HVAC emergencies? Sure. AC breaks in the summer. Heat dies in the winter. But a busted main line flooding somebody's house? That's DEFCON 1 situation. You're leaving your daughter's recital. You're abandoning Thanksgiving dinner. You're sleeping in your truck between calls because you know another one's coming. And in 2025, with the gig economy and 24/7 expectations, people expect you to be available always. Work-life balance? What's that? Let's talk about something nobody wants to discuss. Your body is not designed to crawl under houses at 50 years old. I'm 50, started in the trades young, came up through the sheet metal union, then ran an HVAC for 15 years as a contractor. And my knees, my back, my shoulders, they remember every single job. Now imagine being a plumber tech. You're on your knees constantly, under sinks, in crawl spaces, bent over toilets. You're lifting water heaters, 40, 50, 80 pounds, upstairs, downstairs, into tight mechanical rooms. You're contorting your body into positions that would make a yoga instructor cry. And the tools? Pipe wrenches, saws, augers. Repetitive strain injuries are real. Carpet tunnel, tennis elbow, rotator cuff tears. By the time you're 50 or 60, you're looking at surgeries, physical therapy, chronic pain. I know guys that can't even play with their grandkids because their bodies are done. And here's the kicker. Most plumbing companies don't offer great health insurance, especially if you're working for a smaller outfit or doing side work. So you're destroying your body and paying for your repairs out of pocket. Speaking of getting into the trades, look, maybe I'm scaring you away from plumbing. And honestly, good. You should know what you're getting into. But here's the thing. There are other trades out there. Maybe ones that fit you better. Hey everyone, if you're having some trouble deciding what trade career to choose, check out CourseCareers. Talk to Coura. This is CourseCareer's new AI career counselor. Coura will help you decide if HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, and supply chain coordinator fits your goals. And then you could start the free intro course it suggests, just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like day to day and teach you how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in the description and pinned in the comments below for you to check out. All right, back to why plumbing sucks. You know what's worse than fixing pipes? Dealing with the people who own the pipes. Look, I've been a contractor for 15 years. I ran crews as a foreman in the sheet metal union before that. I know difficult customers, but plumbing customers, they're a special breed. Why? Because you're in their home, in the most private spaces, bathrooms, basements, crawl spaces, and they're watching you like a hawk. Plus, this is a big one. Plumbing is expensive. A water heater replacement, $1,200 to $3,000. Repipe a house, $4,000 to $15,000. Mainline replacement, $3,000 to $10,000. When people see those numbers, they freak out. Why is it so expensive? Can't you just patch it? My brother-in-law said he could do it for $200. Cool. Well, let your brother-in-law flood your house then. But here's the real frustrating part. Unlike HVAC or electrical, where there's usually time to get quotes and think it over, plumbing is usually an emergency. So people are stressed, panicked, water gushing, sewage is backing up, and they're taking it out on you. You become the enemy, even though you're solving their problems. And in 2025, with the online reviews and social media, one angry customer can destroy your reputation in minutes. One bad Yelp review because you couldn't fix 40 years of neglect in 20 minutes, there goes your business.
Quick break here. We'll check out which trade is good for you. You can access the free course in the link below.
Okay, here's the big one. The one that'll make plumbers angry at me. But I have to say it. The money in plumbing is not as good as everyone thinks. Now hear me out. Everyone talks about plumbers making bank, 6 figures, living the dream. And some plumbers do. But let's talk reality. Entry-level plumber techs. You're looking at $35K to $45K plus a year. That's apprenticeship level. And that's if you find a decent company. After a few years, you might hit $50K to $70K plus. Journeyman plumber with a solid experience, $60 to $85K plus in most markets. Master plumber working for someone else, $70K to $95K plus. That's good money, don't get me wrong, but it's not buy a boat and retire at 45 money. And here's what people forget. Your expenses. Your tools, $5,000 to $15,000 to start. And you're replacing them constantly. Your truck, gas, insurance, maintenance. If you're doing side work or running your own business, liability insurance, licensing, bonding, marketing, overhead. It adds up fast. Now, if you go the contractor's route like I did, then yes, you can make $100K to $500K plus or more. I've been running my HVAC business for 15 years. Started as a sheet metal apprentice, worked my way up to foreman over 14 years. And now I'm making contractor money. But that took years and a lot of risk. You're not just a plumber anymore. You're running a business, payroll, taxes, insurance, workers' comp, advertising, equipment, vehicles. You're working 60 to 80 hours a week, not plumbing, but doing admin, billing, customer service, hiring, training. And in 2025, the competition is insane. Big corporate plumbing companies with huge marketing budgets, franchise operations, online booking platforms. Little guy trying to start up his own shop? Good luck. So yeah, you can make great money in plumbing, but it's not handed to you. You earn every dollar, often at the expense of everything else. How to get into plumbing if you still want to? All right, look, I just gave you 5 reasons plumbing sucks, but maybe you're still interested. Maybe you're tough. Maybe you don't care about crawl spaces and clogged toilets. So here's how you actually get into plumbing in 2025. Option 1, apprenticeship. Find a union or non-union plumbing company that takes apprentices. You'll work under a licensed plumber for 4 to 5 years and you'll get paid while you learn, usually starting around $20 to $25 an hour. You'll take classes, log hours, take tests. Eventually, you get your journeyman license. Option 2, trade school or course careers like I was talking about earlier. Enroll in a plumbing program at a vocational school or community college. 6 months to 2 years of training. Costs vary, $500 to $15,000 depending on location. Then you still need to do an apprenticeship or work under a licensed plumber to get your hours and your license. Option 3, start as a helper. Just start. Find a plumbing company willing to hire you as a helper or apprentice with 0 experience. Learn on the job. Prove yourself. Work hard. This is how a lot of old school guys did it, including me back in sheet metal 29 years ago when I was young and dumb and thought I knew everything. I didn't. Skills you need. Problem solving. Every job is different. Physical fitness. You're crawling, lifting, bending. Customer service. People skills. Matter more than you think. Math measurements. Angles. Flow rates. Attention to detail. One mistake, flooded house. Job outlook. Actually pretty good. Bureau of Labor Statistics says plumbing jobs will grow about 5% through 2032. That's average. But here's the thing. Plumbers are always needed. Recession? People still need toilets fixed. Boom times? New construction needs plumbers. It's stable, secure. Just be ready for everything I talked about. The real talk. Is it worth it? Here's my take after 29 years in the trades. Plumbing is a solid career, but it's not for everyone. If you want stability, plumbing gives you that. If you want to make decent money without a college degree, plumbing can do that. If you like solving problems and working with your hands, you'll find satisfaction in plumbing. But if you want a clean job, not plumbing. If you value your evenings and weekends, not plumbing. If you want to protect your body long term, maybe not plumbing. I chose HVAC, and even that has its challenges. I ran sheet metal crews for 14 years, worked my way from apprentice to foreman, then started my own HVAC contracting business 15 years ago. It's been hard, really hard, but I don't regret it. Would I recommend plumbing to kids? Honestly, only if they really wanted it. Only if they understood what they were signing up for. Only if they were tough enough to handle it. Because the trades, all trades require sacrifice. Your body, your time, your peace of mind. But they also give you something most careers don't. The ability to build something, fix something, help people with your own 2 hands. There's pride in that, even when your elbow's deep in, well, you know what. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered trade career advice, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And hey, whether you become a plumber, an HVAC tech, an electrician, or something else entirely, just make sure you go in with your eyes open. Know what you're signing up for, because the trades will give you a career, but they'll also test every ounce of strength you have. All right, one more thing before I go. A plumber dies and goes to heaven. St. Peter's at the gate is looking through his records. He says, sorry, buddy. Looks like you're headed downstairs. The plumber's devastated. Gets sent to hell. A week later, God's checking in on hell and sees air conditioning, a heated pool, hot tubs, perfect water pressure in every shower. God calls Satan and says, what's going on down there? Hell's supposed to be punishment. Satan says, oh yeah? We got a plumber last week. This place is amazing now. God's furious. You send that plumber up here right now or I'm suing you. Satan just laughs and says, oh yeah? Where are you going to find a lawyer? Peace out, everybody.